Whenever you back up, you got to look around. You got to check traffic. This is going to be the Gratiot to I-94 merge. This is part 2 of your Masterclass. I'm a state certified driving instructor. Earlier this morning, it was 28 degrees. Now it is 46 degrees. We got a lot of traffic here. We're going to get out on the Gratiot. Gratiot is a major thoroughfare. Many of you have major thoroughfares across the United States or across the world, so these elements will apply. We want to look and wait and go in the nearest lane, and I can't emphasize that enough. It's heavy traffic. This traffic is coming from downtown out to the suburban areas, so we want to be careful. Oh, I can't go. That car, that Ford almost. So I'm patient, and you've got to be patient. Okay, and then you got to accelerate up to speed. This is going to be a great tutorial because you're going to see real life traffic and you're going to see me hopefully make really good decisions. So what am I doing? I'm scanning the intersection, looking ahead, and we don't want to run lights. We want to maintain good speed. S-P-E-E-D. And I'm scanning. It's a beautiful day, but also there's a lot of bright sunshine. So we're just going to take our time. And we don't want to go over speed because we'll be tailgating, but we don't want to go under speed either. The thing I like to do is look ahead, and I'm going to make a lane change, get over one lane to the left. And now the middle lane is the preferred lane. We can see traffic to the left, traffic in the middle, traffic to the right. Whether you're in the morning or afternoon or evening, this thoroughfare on the Gratiot to I-94 corridor is always packed. There are a lot of communities, high schools, colleges, businesses, shopping malls. So we want to really have good speed control, about 45 miles an hour. And then as people slow down, I want to cover my brake. And some people prefer this to taking the expressway. I say it really depends on you. If you want a peaceful, chill drive, you can take the Gratiot thoroughfare down to the downtown area, and you just have to be ready for traffic, such as to my right. And we want to look ahead. The lights are on timers, and whatever traffic has most of the consolidation of cars, the light will stay green. But eventually, the timer will change these lights. We happen to be right in the middle of the traffic or the pack, so we're making most lights, but the light up there is red, so I'm looking ahead. You might be able to see it. We also don't want to stare at any cars or people. We want to see S-E-E and take our time. And we're trying to keep a good space cushion. That is so important because this allows us not to tailgate, to have good speed control, to have good space, and to be patient. And we're trying our best to be patient. And if we go too slow, the car will be kind of lugging in gear, and we want our transmission to downshift to the next available gear to keep the car in the RPM range. Most of the cars we have are automatic. So if I lift my foot, the car will downshift to the next available gear. If I push the gas, the car will upshift to the next available gear. And as you can tell, it's pretty peaceful. We're not in a hurry. If you're in a hurry, you're going to be tailgating, cutting off lights. If you have to pick up your kids, pick up your boyfriend, pick up your girlfriend, you're in a hurry trying to fight cars in traffic. This is not what the lesson is about. This is about smooth, comfortable driving. The light just changed, no problem. We're going to maintain good speed. This is a stale green light. We're going to maintain speed. We're already here. We don't want to stop and slam brakes. But you can see the lights are starting to change. And let's make a lane change to the right, R-I-G-H-T. And now we can see more. Again, we want to be about 40 or 45. The lights that change will make good decisions. We also want to look for vulnerable road users, pedestrians, kids, the elderly, people on e-bikes. I'm scanning the intersection. I want to keep moving. I see the bus. And that bus is a symbol. If you get tired of riding the bus, you need to be subscribing. If you get tired of waiting in the cold, you need to be subscribing. If you get tired of waiting in the hot weather, being eaten by mosquitoes and bitten by flies, you need to subscribe. Because when you drive, you become free. You can leave when you want. You can come when you want. I'm scanning the intersection, left, middle, and right. And we're trying to maintain a good speed to make most lights. We're not trying to run lights because the intersections are getting full of cars. Some people use blinkers, some do not. And you can tell how peaceful it is, how beautiful it looks, but also with beauty, there is danger. So we want to be careful. Continuing the scan. I'm going to keep putting in work. I want to look ahead, see the car come out, turning in the nearest lane. That can't catch you off guard. The Hawk is getting ready to light up. You can see the yellow lights flashing. And this is a crosswalk, so you can see the crosswalk where pedestrians are. I'm still maintaining good speed. So this is why this is more peaceful than the expressway, because it's going to be really packed. It's 4:24 Eastern Standard Time. And we're trying to be as patient as possible, as smooth as possible. I'm lifting my foot a little bit, slowing down. Eventually, we won't have to get on the street, but we want to continue. The car does downshift it to a lower gear. You can see the burgundy Blazer speeding up. We want to maintain good speed, and I'm trying to keep my space cushion. Lifting my foot, being patient. And you want to look ahead and see cars. What is the environment? We're at about 45. We see cars turning, lane changing to the left, lane changing to the right. We see the person blowing grass clippings out on the road. No regard for us. This dirt will clog our air filter. I'm going to lift my foot. We can see all the traffic starting to slow down some. 1001, 1002, 1003. I'm about 3 seconds from this GMC. And the car shifted gears again. It's down to around third gear. We're at about 1200 RPMs. Every transmission is different. Every car is different. This is the Gratiot thoroughfare. First light that's caught us in a while. We want to squeeze our brake and use the ball of our foot. Then we want to stop at the stop line. L-I-N-E. So we're looking left, looking right. There's a bike rider putting in work. They're the most vulnerable road users. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. It's really peaceful right now. I have to admit, this is more peaceful than the morning drive, because you know you're going to be getting on the expressway. People are going to be driving to the downtown Detroit area, downtown Houston, Texas area, downtown Los Angeles area, downtown Omaha, Nebraska area. So you really want to have a mental mindset. And I'm going to show you what you should be doing. You should be checking your rear mirror. You see the car behind me, and we are just being peaceful. I see the lady on the phone in the Kia. I see the man in the burgundy Ram. I see a hawk flying in the air. So I'm really looking around at my driving environment. Green does not mean go. Green means you look left and right. And then you hear the car shift about 3,500. That shift was 4,000. This next shift was 4,000. And then I got the car moving about 40 miles an hour. And then we've been on a one-way. So this is going to take us through a downtown area. You can see the American flag. They really need to replace that flag. And then we're going to go around the curve. And we want to lift our foot and look ahead. You're going to see some warning signs. This is going to tell you to be prepared for the light. Prepare to stop when flashing. So we're going to look ahead. The light is red. We squeeze our brakes. Then we're going to stop. S-T-O-P. And what is our rule? We check our rear view. Cars behind us. We look left and right. Clear. And then we're going to hear this transmission shift again. It's third gear, about 3,500. Fourth gear, about 3,800. And I'm lifting my foot because there's a red light ahead. And I'm scanning because people do run lights. And if you're familiar with the route at this next light, this is where we usually come out and make our right turn. So we're now on a one-way. This is correct. People do not use their blinkers. It's very confusing and it's dangerous. If I was learning to drive today, I would be really leaning on a good coach, really watching some good videos, and that's a great observation point. So you can see the downtown Mount Clemens Trap area. We've done a lot of videos down there. We're going to do more. And we're on a one-way, and a lot of cities, Dallas, Detroit, Houston, Texas, Los Angeles, California, Buffalo, New York, have one-ways going in and out. I'm going to get over one lane to the right. And all the signs are facing us, so we want to squeeze our brakes. That's a great observation. I'm from the Midwest. Where are you from? Very peaceful drive, really beautiful, scenic, but we have to pay attention. This reminds me of Iowa, too. See the dog there on the chain? That's so sad. See the person walking. And we're really trying to lock in and just stay focused. I've had students, I told the student to make a left, they made a right, almost got us sideswiped. And there are the beautiful buildings in the downtown Mount Clemens Trap area. There's some really great videos on parking, turning, and how to pass your test. Okay, I'm lifting my foot, squeezing my brake. And we don't want to be in a near right lane because we'll have to make a right turn. And you can see how beautiful this is. This reminds me of Chicago, downtown Houston, Texas. That car is sideways. That truck is sideways. You can look at it and tell it's off-centered. Look at this F-150. See? It's off-centered. Look at the front tire. The truck is actually going sideways. I'm not kidding. Wow. Oh, shoot. Dang. That road is closed. All right. So I got to really be careful here. A lot going on. You see how confusing it is? It almost got me too. But that truck is sideways. It got hit. The front tires are tracking one way. The rear tires are tracking another way. I wasn't losing my mind. All right, we're going around to the right, still in the Mount Clemens Trap area. And if you go the wrong way on the one-way, automatic failure, which we've seen before. Lifting my foot, taking my time. I'm going to get over one lane to the left, and I want to keep a good space. Speed limit here is 35. We're at about 35 right now. Taking time. I'm scanning left, middle, and right. Remember, we are on a one-way. Trying to be patient. And school, that bus has to stop at a railroad, so we want to be aware. We will have to go to an expressway soon, so I'll show you that. And so far, we only have to stop at one light. Scanning the intersection. Continue looking. And I'm going to get over one lane to the right, R-I-G-H-T. I'm lifting my foot a little bit, taking time, keeping space. And we're in the right lane because we have the white line to the right. If this is bringing you value, I appreciate you giving it a thumbs up. We want this content out to people, adults, teens. If you've timed out of high school, you're looking to obtain your permitted driver's license. I'm a state certified driving instructor. So we're lifting our foot, red lights coming up, squeezing our brake. We want to see the rear of the tires on the ground. And we want to take our time. If we can see the rear of the tires, you're good. You remember what I said? You've got to check your mirror. There's a box truck behind me. I'm looking. You always have to look around. Okay, we're maintaining the speed. I need to look up the gear ratios in this vehicle and when it's commanded to shift. Some of you have questions about the 4,000 RPM shift, so I need to do some research on this to help you, those of you who like technical things like I do. You know, if we don't push the accelerator, car will shift as we go up in speed. But if we push the gas pedal down, that's going to tell the computer to increase speed, fuel, air, and that's going to make the car go faster. If we lift our foot, then the car is going to be at a coast state. Thank God I've tuned some vehicles, HP tuners. And then also, we possibly maybe could do some scanning of the computer. I was just thinking about that. When is it commanded to shift? What is it supposed to do? So I was just thinking about that, if you really like those technical things. Now, both of these lanes turn right, but I'm going to stay here in this lane. Again, what are we supposed to do when we're stopped like this? You look out your rear window. You'll see the burgundy car ahead of me. We're scanning. There's a lot of cars around us. It's not that I'm claustrophobic, but I need to know who's around me. I want to know who's around me. You should know who's around you. Okay, so this lane turns right or goes straight. A lot of people are confused because they go in the wrong lane. We will be turning into the second lane. So my blinker's been on. I'm checking traffic. This will give you some good information. So I'm going to stay in my lane and turn. See that? Then I'm going to accelerate. And then we're going to go over the bridge, and then we're going to get in the I-94 expressway. We're scanning, looking, cars picking up speed again. And I'm looking ahead. There's a green light. They have cameras to measure, though. You can see the I-94 expressway to our right. We're going to go over the bridge. So if you're a little nervous, it's not a high bridge, but it's definitely a bridge. And then we're going to be making a left turn, I-94 east. You need to learn cardinal directions too. You can't depend on your GPS, and many of you don't even read a map. So I'm going to be in the inside lane. Both of these lanes turn left. And I'm going to go in slow and squeeze my brakes. And we're not racing, but we want to keep a space. So I'm in the inside lane. And now the car's shifting again. It's picking up 3,000, 3,500. No need to get to the 4,000 RPM merge. And you've seen videos with clients and me having students merge on. A lot of them go too slow. We're at about 50. I'm looking at traffic, turning on left turn signal. We're going to go ahead and do our merge. And I want to cross when the line is broken. That's about a 3,000 RPM merge. And then we're going to keep our space. And then we usually go on a loop. So you practice getting on, practice getting off. Looks like they're doing construction ahead. So I'm trying to determine what lane is open or actually closed. Oh yeah, they're working on the roads, man. We got to be careful. So we're going to slow down. Whoa, you see the barrel? Whoa, I don't want to hit that. Man. Oh, wow. So you see construction. We're going to stay to the left. We want to be in the inside left turn lane. Another area where people fail, they go in the wrong lane. We're in the inside left turn lane. We're going to turn by the double yellow. And then we want to stop. And then what do? We check our rear mirror. And you see what's behind us. There's a truck behind us. You see me scanning left, straight, right. And in this particular lane, I have to turn left. This vehicle to my right has to turn left. I'm watching cars. And I've seen a lot of beginners sideswipe other cars, so we don't want to do that. Checking traffic. Green does not mean go, green means look. Okay, I'm going to be in the inside lane by the double yellow. You'll see it. And boom, I got it. That was a pretty good turn. Now, we don't want to over accelerate because gravity will pull us down. I'm scanning the intersection. I see the white car. We have the right of way. But I've seen a lot of accidents here. We want to lift our foot. We're right at about 50. And if you're patient with me, we'll get the computer hooked up and we'll do some scanning on when the transmission changes. I think that'll be very helpful to really help you understand. I'm very technical too. And I'm going to squeeze my brakes and I'm yielding for these cars. This lane is for left turns only. So I'm just going to wait. We're just being patient. We're waiting for a big gap. Here's our gap. We make our turn. Hand over hand in, hand over hand out. Good. Take our time. We're scanning. And now we're in another area. Neighborhoods. Little kids. People. We have to be a defensive driver. We're looking, checking traffic. Okay, we're going to turn on our left turn signal. Left is down. And then we're going to stop. S-T-O-P. We look left and right. I want to show you this. We look left, right, left. We're going to make our left turn. We stay over to the right. R-I-G-H-T. On the right side of the road. And this is going to be a great tutorial on steering control, right turns, left turns. We do not have a stop sign. Let's see if this car stops. I'm going to squeeze my brake. I'm going to go over slow. They didn't stop. Sorry about the bumps. We're going to turn on our right turn signal. We're going to come up and stop. S-T-O-P. Now we're going to make our turn. We're turning hand over hand. And this is going to be a tight S-turn. This is such a good area for drivers. We're going to make our left turn. And we're going to stay over to the right. R-I-G-H-T. New York, Chicago, Detroit, a great suburban area. Houston, Texas, we're going to go around to the right. Take our time. And this will teach you to look around the curve to the left. And we want to just go in slow, turn our wheel, and stop. S-T-O-P. We're going to turn on our right turn signal. I want to show you what I'm looking at. I'm looking to the right. And as I go, you're going to see me looking and turning hand over hand to the right. R-I-G-H-T. And then we're going to come up to another stop sign. And then we're going to stop. And I have a stop sign. They do not. So they have the right of way. And I'm going to make my right turn. We're going to take our time. I'm going to go around to the right. I'm looking around the cars. This is a bad place to have your car. And I'm looking. I see the Blazer ahead of me, but I'm keeping space. I want to see. S-E-E. Good, I'm taking my time. And we're going to do this loop one more time. I'm going to squeeze my brakes. I'm looking to the right. See me looking to the right? I'm looking. And then I turn out. And then I'm looking. You see me turning my head. Video games will help you. Actual driving will help you. But you're going to get the best reinforcement from your mom and dad. You need to be driving out here with your mom and dad. Yes, you can watch my videos. I want you to watch my videos. I want you to subscribe. I want you to like. But you're going to learn more from your parent. And that's so important. And then we're going to stop. S-T-O-P. And we're going to go around to the right. R-I-G-H-T. This is what your turn should look like and feel like. You should be hitting the gas hard. And then we're going to come up and stop. S-T-O-P. And I'm showing you, you want to look left, clear, right, clear, look left again, move forward. I'm looking and I'm turning hand over hand, not hitting the gas hard. If I hit the gas hard, I'm going to lose control. Do not let the wheel spin out of your hand. You will lose points. Either 10 minuses. A minus is you cutting a car off, you slamming brakes, or 3 dangerous maneuvers. You sideswipe someone, you hit a curb, you run a light, you speed. That is automatic failure. Okay, I'm going up. We're going to follow the road around, going straight through. I'm scanning. We have the right of way. They have a stop sign. And then we're going to come up to the stop sign and stop and make a left. So we got to come up and stop. I'm going to show you this. We've stopped. And I'm looking to the left. I look to the right. I've got to go all the way over to the right side of the road because we're in America. We drive on the right. See how bright it is. Okay, turning on left turn signal. And I'm going to come up and stop. S-T-O-P. I'm looking to the left. And when I turn, I'm going to be on the right side of the road. Then I'm going to get over to the right. We want to share. They're going to get over to their right. I'm going to get over to my right. We have room. I'm scanning. I'm looking for kids and cars in dangerous areas. We're going to be making a right turn.